Hello and welcome to Aquarelle Art. Today is Christmas Day and it is the final day of my holiday art series, so I wanted to go out with a bang, but I did make this video much shorter and the entire thing is going to be sped up because it is Christmas Day and I'm on my way to spend time with my family. And this little illustration that I'm doing is pretty straightforward, so I will walk you through that. Of course, there is a template available for you to download instantly, print at home, transfer it to your watercolor paper if you would like. That is linked in the description below, and that's available to you for free. So this is an illustration that was inspired by one of my friends' kids. She posted a photo on her Instagram of her kids lying under the Christmas tree, and the big sister is reading a Dr. Seuss book to her little brother. And they were reading a different Dr. Seuss book, but I decided that since it's Christmas, I would make the book that they're reading be The Grinch and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And it was kind of cool that she had even posted this photo because I was thinking of doing an illustration of actually me and my sister sleeping under the Christmas tree because we used to do that when we were little. But I was kind of struggling with it. I had drawn out a couple of sketches and I just wasn't happy with any of them. And so it just kind of seemed like, a really nice coincidence that she had posted a picture and it just turned out to be so perfect. So after I sketched everything in with my waterproof India ink, I applied masking fluid over all of the ornaments and where I want all the twinkling little lights on the tree to be. And then I painted that whole area with a big wash of yellow because I want that tree to really look like it's glowing. Everything else around the tree, I didn't really pay too much attention to, the actual colors of things. I just really wanted to create, again, this kind of essence of light and illumination. So that's really what I'm focused on more than, trying to get the wall color the, quote unquote right way and things like that. So this is just all about the light and the subject of the painting, which is the children. So I'm also doing the same thing with like the blanket and their clothes, just kind of keeping those very general. I wanted the children to resemble my friends' kids, so I kept their features pretty much the same. If you look at the template that I posted, I had originally sketched this with glasses on the little girl. Not really sure why. I think I just personally like glasses, probably because I wear glasses and my daughter wears glasses and everyone around me wears glasses. So I don't think that her kids do. So ultimately I wanted to keep them relatively true to her kids because I think I'll probably give this illustration to her. And I'm keeping with that same color palette that I've used for all of these last few illustrations. So it's the Payne's Gray, Hansa Yellow, Pyrrole Red, Sepia, and Burnt Sienna. And I pretty much used all of those colors in this illustration. I used the Hansa Yellow and the Payne's Gray to kind of create a very muted green for the tree. And I let lots and lots of yellow kind of shine through because I think that that's really important to, first of all, give a good sense of light, and second of all, because that really actually helps the greens look a little bit more green. So now I've let everything on the tree dry completely so I can safely remove all the masking fluid, revealing these larger ornaments and the twinkling little lights. I'm going to paint all of the ornaments red, and the lights, I thought about making those all different colors, but since I am using this very limited color palette, that would probably be quite the challenge, so I decided just to make them all kind of yellowish white lights. And as I progress with the painting, I'm just trying to give that sense of light by also making some areas a little bit darker that really needed to be darker. And for all of these ornaments, I could have gone in and painted like reflections on all of them to make them look really shiny and realistic. What I ended up doing is just initially applying kind of a light wash of red, and then I would just drop in some more pigmented red. And then in the end, I'm going to use some white gouache just to help accentuate some of the lights and also the reflections on the ornaments. I had to be pretty careful around the shadows on their faces and hair because I didn't want to take away from their faces or make their faces look overly complicated. So I kept my shadows very, very simple. And then I went in with just some really strong Payne's Gray to kind of bring out some of the branches in the tree as well. And here I'm just applying a little bit of yellow around the little twinkling lights. And the last thing that I will do is just add a little bit of white gouache in there just to bring some of those lights out a little bit brighter. And that is basically it for this very sped up and short tutorial. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my holiday art series. It's been really fun, and I will see you after the holidays. Merry Christmas!